up, YouTube? This is Ghost2566 here. So yeah, finally, guys, show my face. So yeah, this is what I look like. Just in case you guys want to wonder who I am or just pretty much what I look like. So you guys won't be confused or anything. Yeah. So sorry I've been gone for a while. Pretty much what happened was my webcam broke, which really sucked. And then on top of that, I didn't have internet for a really long time. So that was pretty much a big factor into why I wasn't making any videos. Which this sucks. A lot of things have been happening since my last video to now. A couple regional tops, and also I topped YCS Atlanta. If some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, I got fifth place. I lost to Ronald Mack, uh, the undefeated. He was an undefeated Swiss player with Gatekeepers. He ended up getting third. So yeah, that was a good event. My team, we did okay. I was on one of the top, but everyone else had good records. We got one of Team Nightmare, and then also a couple Florida players topped. One of my friends from top 16. His name is Gustavo. He topped with the same deck list I had. He got my deck list the day before, so that was pretty cool. That's it's pretty much the same list as my previous quick drop plant build that I posted. A little bit of different cards, but yeah, it was pretty much the same. So yeah, I shall be posting more videos for sure this time. No ifs, ands, or buts. I will be as consistent as possible. I will try to get some videos from locals coming up this weekend, and also the next regional, which is the Raz regional, uh, the 26th of March. So that's gonna be. I'm probably gonna judge, but if anything, I'll end up playing. So we'll see what happens there. Um, so yeah, I'll just give a couple shout outs really quick. Peace out. Word up to Promo, Maurice Brandley, my dog. Um, yeah, his YouTube channel is SFL Team Illusion. You guys should hit him up. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know who he is. He's a great player. He's known all over South Florida and most of Florida. He's a nice guy, cool guy. He's one of the honest players. He doesn't know it, but yeah, he taught me a lot of things about this game. So, so you guys should definitely check him out. I'll probably post a link to his video to his YouTube page. So, this is gonna be a review of Chaos Plants. The deck I'm running right now, it's probably out of the main decks, Samurais, Sabers, and Gravekeepers, it's the deck I want to run the most. The deck I have the most fun with, and the deck I think it's a pretty good deck and has good matchups against those decks. So I will definitely I'll post more videos about this deck in detail. Probably run a series if the deck continues to test how it's been testing. I will definitely post a series about it because it is a plant deck, and I did post quick draw plants, so it would only be fair to post chaos plants. So I'll show you guys the main synchros, and if I have time, I'll get into the side. But send me any questions you have, comments, anything you can do. I'm open. I'll talk about anything you know. And if you want, you guys let me know what you want to see. I have a lot of things I can post up. So just get to the deck. That way I can show you guys everything and explain. Because I always explain long. So I'm just get into this. Whoop. Okay. All right. We have the plants. Basic. Lone Fire Blossom. Probably one of the most broken cards in this game. It's a great card. It fills up for Pot of Avarice, Lone Fire. I mean, Pot of Avarice. It gets Dandelion, Titanial. It's reusable with Debris, Spore. It's just a great card. The tuners. We have Global Spore. Um, I used to not like this card so much. It was always just Spore, Spore, Spore. But now, since Form of Synchron and a lot more plays opening up with Global, that Spore is kind of taking a back seat to Global. There's just it's mostly form of synchron and other plays I can do. I'll show you later on that global was a much better card in my opinion, at least right now, because this is pretty much good for that one play. And and you always want to hold on to you. I don't mind using the sport, the global, effect, burning it off. But I never want to use the glow spore until I really need to, because it could be such a crucial play. So yeah, Dandelion, yeah, I hit to one. It needed to happen. I love the deck, but this card was just way too good, and it just made the deck so much more annoying and so broken with running two of these guys. I run Titanium, yes, that's the runner. Why not? Some people don't run her. I don't understand. I understand why they say it's a dead card with Caius and Chaos Sorcerer, all these cards. But I don't mind it. I'll eat the dead card in my hand. I don't care. Just to bring her out though is ridiculous. Having a 28 first turn or even mid game, having to get over her, especially with people barely running bottomless, it's pretty aggravating and hard to get over her. And she's a great effect. So even in against monarchs and certain decks, she's just so valuable. It doesn't make any. Some people just run Mirror Force and turn just to get over her and Frog Monarchs. But this is a great card. It's a free 20. Why wouldn't you want to run it? Especially with Goyo gone, there's very few cards that can just hit her. Last plant, you have Tomato. I've always loved this card. I've always loved Recruiters, especially since back in '05 when this card was invaluable in the zombie format and all that stuff. The cool plays, you can go Lone Fire to Tomato, start hitting for damage, and sometimes they don't want you to get a plus, so they'll burn a Warning, a Mirror Force, or Dark Hole, which is awesome, and it's a dark, so it opens up your Sangan and your Spirit Reaper plays and Chaos Sorcerer. Now for the lights, I run two Veilers, pretty much staple, great card, it's a one-star tuner, it's a light for Chaos Sorcerer, and since I run a little bit of traps, protection, this kind of extends my protection, not having to waste a warning by stopping at a breeze or just something, so I don't have to waste my cards. So that's perfect. And we have, of course, the staple three Rykos. This card is still an MVP of the deck. It's everything this deck needs. The breeze, Sangan, light, mill. It's just everything this deck could possibly need. It's in one little card. This dog is amazing. Okay, we have the darks, two reapers. Why people are playing one is beyond me. Will Blackwing seeing less play now because of the hit they took? This card will be even better. It stops samurais in their tracks. It stops gadgets. Stops a lot of decks. You can do pokes to get cards out of their hand or field. Though I don't mind them wasting a Mirror Force, Book of Moon, Torrential, Dark Hole, whatever you want to call it on this card, because that opens up more plays. To dark, you can bring it out with the breeze. You can do so much with this card. So yeah, awesome. Sangan, obvious. We have double Caius. Why people run 1-1 is I don't understand. Yes, they have warning, but any good plant player or at least knows what they're doing will know that their turn can extend pretty far in one turn. Like when you summon, it doesn't always mean it's the end of your turn. If they warning a Caius, yeah, it sucks. But if you set it up to where you have no monster in the field, like I'm not gonna have a Sangan and nothing else and just sack for Caius. I want to have something else or a Spirit Reaper. So it just doesn't matter. It's a 24 hitter. It gets rid of monsters. It helps in the Gravekeeper matchup. It's a great card. It creates a lot of headaches for most players. Not only do they lose a monster out of the play, they can burn 1,000. They have to deal with a 24. Okay. We have Gores. Why no one plays this is a sin right now. Goyo gone makes this card so much better. Goyo was the number one answer to this card. Now Gores can get over pretty much everything, and it's a dark for a Chaos Sorcerer. Also, you can use it with Spore or Global with a token and sing for 8 stars, so it's so good. You have two Chaos Sorcerers. Obviously with the new tech of the deck, which and this card is just so good. I love Chaos Sorcerer. I don't run three because some people don't even like three, but the few people who do, if I do set for the third one, and I have tested it, I have to take out Titanium because then that will create a lot of dead hands. I just like Titanium too much right now, so I'm sticking to two, and two works out perfectly. You have double card trooper. The probably one of the main reasons why this deck is what it is and how uh this card is amazing. It mills. It's searchable with Sangan. You can get out with the breeze. You draw. You spam this card like crazy. It's a great card. You have double the breeze. Um, don't really have to get into too much. It's just the breeze dragon. This deck can now the breeze can now bring out pretty much almost every monster in this game, in this entire deck out to bring out for a Black Rose play. Especially with your Shula coming out, this card will be just ridiculously good. Go to the spells. Double MST. Um, Pretty much it's good to hit their back rows slowly because Cold Wave is gone, but mainly it's because the Grave Hero matchup is the deck's hardest matchup. It has a hard time getting over it just because this build now has a lot more cards than the other than Chaos Plant than the Plant Synchro or Quick Draw that has more targets that are dead in the hand now. So this card just helps get over the Necro Valley, which can become invaluable in that matchup. We have Staples, Echo, Monster Reborn, Vintos. We have Giant pretty much the replacement for Cold Wave. It's also really broken when you abuse your Limb Reverse or your Call Haunted with it. Every plant player should play it. 1 for 1. I didn't like this card at first, but it turned out to be great. Obviously, the Dandelion play is probably the strongest play, but this allows you to extend your turn a little bit longer. That's why I said plants can do crazy things. Um, get out your global, pitch your last dark or light to bring a global over spore, or even effectively like I've done it before, and sync up and then bring a chaos force use the effect. Or you can bring a chaos sorcerer, remove a card, bring out use 1 for 1, bring out global, sync for Arcanite, pop 2 more cards, mill for the global, sync with Arcanite, bring out a Stardust, and just gain so much advantage off just these 2 cards that your opponent really won't know what to do. So it's a great card. It helps you go into Black Rose play with Kaius also. And then the One Book of Moon, don't. It's an awesome. It's a great card. I don't know why they hit it, but it happens. So everyone should run this card. Then three Averses. Um, I know I always said I don't like three, but it's a necessity. I think the deck. If you mill it, you lose your options slowly. If you ever get rid of all of them, you have to play more conservative, which isn't the best. Especially when you want to use your breeze, you can't because you have to make it count. So this card definitely needed a 3, like I think, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, let's go for the traps. Call it Haunted. Pretty much great now. You can abuse it with bringing out your dead Chaos Sorcerer, Caius, Card Trooper, just a great card. And if you're running Limit Reverse, why not run Call Haunted? Staples, obvious. Don't really need to get into them. We have Turn Reverse. Pretty much Call Haunted for Card Trooper and Sangan, Dandelions for Global, everything. Lone Fire. This card is just ridiculous. It's a need. Whoever does, you need to at least run 1 copy of this in every single Chaos Plan deck. Then we have 2 warnings. Yeah, let me get into that. Get into the synchros. Okay, now this is why I only run 5 lights in the deck because of this. I have Magical Android. It's a 5-star light monster that's easy to bring out and it's light, so that always helps for the Chaos Sorcerer. We have double Former Synchron. Pretty much one of the reasons why the deck is also really good. You can spam this guy, and the fact it's also a light, so that helps immensely. Then we have Army Arm. That can easily bring it out, and as you see, it's also a light. Then we have Arcanite. There's 4 1-star tuners in this deck, and then Chaos Force is so easy to bring out. So, and it's also a light, and it can pop 2 cards. Chaos. This card has always been good. It's just the fact it's hard to make is what made people not want to run it. So yeah, then we got Shooting Star, obvious. It's an answer to Light's form with JD on the field. Great card. We have double Stardust. Pretty much staple. Bring out dragons like crazy. Cyber Bionic staple. I run 2 Cyber Dragons in my side deck, so it's kind of obvious. Um, Double Black Rose. Bring, of course, the Breeze is awesome. This card makes the deck pretty much. Scrap Dragon, abuse with a token.